Hey, welcome to Manila Updates TV. Please subscribe and press the bell icon for more updates. On December 17th, the calm of the West Philippine Sea was shattered. A Chinese warship, a fully armed planned frigate, appeared just 80 nautical miles off Zambales, deep inside the Philippines' exclusive economic zone. This was no accident. The ship's deliberate patrol was a direct challenge to Philippine sovereignty. Philippine Navy sailors watched their radar screens, tension mounting as they tracked the intruder. The world was watching. Every move would be scrutinized. This incident was the latest flashpoint in years of simmering tensions over the West Philippine Sea, a region rich in resources and vital for global trade. China's expansive claims have repeatedly put it at odds with the Philippines. The presence of a modern Chinese guided missile frigate was a bold projection of power. For ordinary Filipinos, this was not just geopolitics, it was a threat to their national heritage and economic future. Local fishermen first reported the ship, prompting immediate action from the Philippine Armed Forces Western Command. The vessel was quickly identified as a Type 054A frigate, bristling with advanced missiles and sensors. The challenge was clear. The Philippine Navy had to respond, not with aggression, but with a firm assertion of its rights. Orders were relayed with quiet professionalism. The Navy, often seen as the underdog, now faced a critical decision. Would they stand their ground? The stability of the region hung in the balance. This was more than a single ship in a vast ocean. It was a test of resolve. The Philippine Navy prepared to answer, determined to defend its waters. The stakes were high, and the world's eyes were on the West Philippine Sea. The confrontation had begun. The waters off Zambales are not just any stretch of sea, they're a vital part of the Philippines' identity and economy. Within the country's 200 nautical mile exclusive economic zone, these waters are rich in fish, oil, and gas. A foreign warship here is a direct infringement on sovereign rights, like a stranger camping in your backyard. Strategically, this region is a gateway to the South China Sea, a major artery for global trade. Subic Bay, once a U.S. naval base and now a commercial port, adds to the area's importance. Any disruption here could have serious economic consequences for the Philippines and its partners. The Scarborough Shoal, a flashpoint for years, lies nearby. Filipino fishermen have been blocked from their traditional grounds. The Chinese warship's patrol reinforced Beijing's control and signaled a permanent presence. For the Philippines, reclaiming these waters is about national pride and economic survival. The December 17th encounter was a calculated move on a strategic chessboard. China was probing for weakness. The Philippines had to defend its territory without sparking conflict. The actions of a few naval commanders could shape the future of the entire Indo-Pacific. The stakes could not be higher. The intruder was a Zhongkai II-class frigate, Type 054A, the backbone of China's modern fleet. Armed with surface-to-air and anti-ship missiles, it was a clear show of force. Its presence so close to the Philippine coast was meant to intimidate. The ship moved steadily, sweeping the area with powerful radar, gathering intelligence. This is China's gray zone strategy. Assert claims without open conflict. The frigate symbolized China's rejected 9-line claim. With 32 missile cells and advanced sonar, it posed a serious threat to any regional vessel. The Chinese ship stayed just within what it called international waters, but well inside the Philippine EEZ. This legal ambiguity is a tactic China often exploits. The ship made no overtly hostile moves. Its mere presence was the message. The Philippines was forced to respond, demonstrating its capacity to defend its maritime domain. The balance of power was being tested in real time. The Philippine Navy responded with calm professionalism. Western Command dispatched a task group to shadow the Chinese vessel, not to provoke, but to assert sovereignty. The BRP Emilio Jacinto, a veteran corvette, led the way, soon joined by the modern BRP Diego Silang. The mix of old and new ships showed a coordinated, evolving force. Philippine ships approached cautiously, established communication, and questioned the Chinese ship's presence. This created a legal and diplomatic record of the event. The Chinese response was non-committal, but the dynamic had changed. The intruder was no longer unchallenged. Meanwhile, the BRP Miguel Malvar, another modern frigate, was on station with a special mission. It was tasked with using its new surveillance system to track the Chinese warship, a first for the Philippine Navy. This was a real-world test of a capability that could transform maritime defense. The multi-ship response demonstrated new sophistication and readiness. The Philippine Navy was no longer just reacting, it was actively shaping the encounter. The message was clear: the Philippines would not be intimidated in its own waters. The BRP Miguel Malvar, FFG-08, was the star of the day. Its mission deployed the new PO-XLR long-range electro-optical tracking system for the first time in a real-world scenario. From a safe distance, the crew used the system to silently observe the Chinese frigate. Unlike radar, the PO-XLR is passive, undetectable by the target. The Chinese warship had no idea it was being watched in such detail. The Malvar gathered high-resolution imagery and tracked every move, all without revealing its own position. For years, the Philippine Navy lacked this level of intelligence and surveillance. Now the PO-XLR allowed positive identification, documentation, and even observation of deck activities. This evidence is crucial for diplomatic protests and strategic planning. The successful deployment proved the value of investing in modern technology. The Malvar was now more than a warship. It was a powerful sensor node in a growing network. The PO-XLR system is more than a camera. It's a stabilized electro-optical and infrared sensor suite. It can see invisible and infrared, detecting ships and aircraft day or night in any weather. This 24/7 capability is a leap forward for the Philippine Navy. With extra long range, ships can monitor targets from miles away, staying out of harm's reach. The system provides targeting quality data, precise enough to guide weapons if needed. This changes the risk calculation for any foreign vessel considering aggression. By tracking the Chinese frigate, the Malvar demonstrated a new level of maritime domain awareness. The data, images, location, course, speed, offers indisputable evidence for diplomacy and defense. The PO-XLR is a true game-changer for Philippine maritime security. The balance of surveillance power had shifted. For decades, China's Navy outclassed the Philippines in the West Philippine Sea, but the December 17th encounter showed the dynamic is changing. Modern frigates like the Diego Silang and Miguel Malvar, equipped with advanced systems, are leveling the field. The Philippine Navy is no longer defenseless. It can monitor and challenge incursions. A single modern frigate, properly equipped, can force an adversary to think twice. The shift is from passive defense to active deterrence. Real-time surveillance denies adversaries the advantage of surprise. The goal isn't to match China ship for ship, but to make aggression costly. New capabilities ensure hostile actions in Philippine waters come with real risk. The tide is beginning to turn. December 17th was a showcase of the Philippine Navy's new readiness. The coordinated deployment of 3 ships, each with a specific role, showed operational maturity. Integrating legacy and modern vessels maximized every asset. The Navy's professionalism sent a clear message. The Philippines will defend its waters. Tracking the Chinese warship with a passive system created uncertainty for any adversary. This uncertainty is the essence of deterrence. The response was measured, no shots fired, no escalation. Instead, the Navy asserted its rights with presence and technology. The days of being a bystander are over. The Philippines is now a credible maritime force. The world took notice. The Zambales encounter marks a turning point for Philippine defense. Modernization is no longer just a plan. It's delivering real results. New ships, surveillance systems, and training are building a credible force. The event highlights the importance of a networked joint approach to maritime security. Data from the Malvar will be shared across the armed forces, strengthening the nation's defense. Each encounter builds experience and confidence. The Philippine Navy is growing more capable with every challenge. December 17th will be remembered as the day the Navy came of age. The Philippines is ready to defend its maritime domain with professionalism and technology. A new chapter has begun for Philippine maritime defense.